Good morning, students. Let's continue the second part of our chapter Lost Spring, and the name of the second part is I Want to Drive a Car. In the previous part we have learned about the character of Sahib-e-Alam, who was a rag picker, and how he changed his life to become the tea stall vendor, but now he is also engaged in child labor. In the second part of the story, that is I Want to Drive a Car, that is the story of Mukesh. Mukesh is a family of Bengal maker. He belongs to the family of Bengal maker in Firozabad. The people living there, they are also suffering from all the problems like poverty, insanitary conditions, starvation, malnutrition, hunger, etc. But one of the most severe problem of these people are because they are involved in Bengal making industries and how they prepare it in dingy dark cells. That is why at the very early stage of their life they lost their eyesight, and that is the very common problem for them. But those people think that this is their destiny. Here student Mukesh, the character who wants to do something different, just start. First of all, Mukesh wants to be his own master. His own master means the people living in Firozabad engage in Bengal making. They do work under the contractors, under the owners, in the dingy, dark, smelly cells. But Mukesh want to do something different. Here begins the second story. In Firozabad, the author meets Mukesh, who insists on being his own master. He wishes to be a motor mechanic. Anis, the narrator, asks him if he know anything about car. Mukesh replies that he would learn to drive a car. The author feels that his dream is like a mirage amidst the dusty street of the Firozabad. Every second family in Firozabad is engaged in the business of Bengal making. Firozabad is the center of India's glass blowing industry, where the generation after generation have been involved in this business. Another encounter with poverty. The first encounter of the narrator with poverty in the case of Sahib-e-Alam, the rag picker, and here she again encountered with poverty in the case of Mukesh, the people living in Firozabad. Also they are living in the same condition. The people of Firozabad involve their children in the Bengal making industry without knowing that it is illegal for the children to work in the glass furnaces with high temperatures, in dingy cells without air and without light. If the law is enforced, almost 20,000 children would be out of the hot furnaces, where they would walk all the day and night, often losing the brightness of their eyes. Student, there is also irony in the chapter, in the concept of this story, because the Bengals are the symbol of Suhag, symbol of the graciousness, symbol of the beauty and the auspiciousness for the bride. But these Bengals are responsible to make the people of this Firozabad just go them blind. Because of these Bengals, there is irony that the beautiful, colorful Bengals are the reasons to make these poor children blind. Mukesh proudly announces that his house is being rebuilt because it is very great achievement for them. They just earn a very little to make these Bengals, and it is impossible to them to make their houses. And here Mukesh family, he proud of saying that he rebuilt their house. And to take the author home, they walk down stinking lane and chock with garbage, past houses that are small and dirty constructions with wobbly doors and with the no windows, where families of the humans and animals coexist in a primitive state. They enter a half-built shack. One part of it's thatched with dead grass, it means dry grass, and a frail young woman in cooking the evening meal for the whole family. She is the wife of Mukesh's elder brother. Though not much older in year, she has the respect of Bahu. She veils her face when Mukesh father enter. Veils her face, drag the veil, it means the ghungat. That is the tradition It means a superstition that the lady who was cooking the meal for the family, and there was so much smoke inside the house, but according to the tradition she must have to drag her wheel when someone entered inside the house, especially the elders and the strangers. So she did the same, she dragged the wheel, उसने अपना घूंघट निकाल लिया to see that the father-in-law was entering inside the house. The God-given lineage. Mukesh's father has toiled hard all his life, first as a tailor and then as a bangle maker. Still, the poor fellow has been unable to renovate the house or send his 2 sons to school. All he could manage to was to teach them what he know about the art of bangle making. Mukesh's grandmother has seen husband go blind with the dust from the polishing the glass bangles. She believes in destiny. Can a God given a lineage ever be broken? She implies, born in the caste of bangle maker, they have seen nothing but bangles of the various colors, and these various color bangles are responsible to make these people blind. Lost spring. Student, as in the Sahib-e-Alam case, the children lost the beautiful period of their childhood just to involve in rag picking. They have no resources that say they could enjoy their childhood. Even they are unable to go to the school, they are unable to achieve the health, they are unable to achieve properly 2-time meal for them. Even they just depend upon discarded material from the other people. Here the same, the children who are involving the bangle making, sometime if they want to revolt from this work, the contractor, even the police and administration also force them to do this work illegally. This is really horrible. The lost spring is the chapter. Here in the both of the cases we can easily understand the pain, the problems, and really the miserable condition of the people they going through their life. Daring not a part of growing up, but Mukesh, his father achieved what many have been failed to achieve in this lifetime. He has a roof over his head. This is a big achievement for them, that he has his own house. The cry of not having money can be heard in the every household of Firozabad. Nothing has changed over the years. Years of hardship have killed all the hopes and dreams. The author asked the group of young men to organize themselves in a cooperative. She learns the horrific truth that even if they get organized, they are taken to jail for doing something illegal and are beaten up, and there is no leader among them. Even the administrations and police department also involved in this illegal business. But there is a ray of hope. Author is filled with joy when she finds that Mukesh thinks differently. The boy is filled with hope. He dreams of being a motor mechanic to still alive in his eyes. He is willing to dare, and he is asked Mukesh if he also dream of flying flying plane. Mukesh replies in the negative. He is content to dream of car, as few plane fly over Firozabad. Few plane fly. It means here Mukesh very well understand about the condition of his family, that there is no hope. If he want to be a pilot, it's not possible for him, but of course he could be achieve the target to be a motor mechanic, and there is a little hope in the eyes of the narrator also. Of course there will be a change, if it will be little bit, but there will be a change in their life also. And this is the end of the story of the lost spring. In the both of the cases, the narrator ended the chapter that the Sahib-e-Alam changes the life, just become the tea stall worker, and here Mukesh, he wants to be a motor mechanic, so something will be changed. With the little hope, the narrator ends his chapter. So goodbye students, we will discuss the question tomorrow. Thank you.